Look, man, all I'm trying to do is cook a ball here. The kitchen needs some ganders for the whole year. Got your plate with yo trying to eat, yeah. Look, man, all I'm trying to do is cook a ball here. The kitchen.
Today on One, your daily dose of local affairs and social media commentary.
Today on One, voters sent back and forth in Karatura Central. Electoral Commission of Namibia urged to look into speeding up voting process for senior citizens. Smooth start to voting in Tobias Hanyeko. Mixed emotions at polling stations. And delays at polling station Team 106.
Residents from the Katatura Central constituency were disappointed that the elderly were being sent from one polling station to the next. According to the residents, the system being used by ECN officials showed that certain members were registered in a different area.
We started 7 o'clock, so the people are coming. As you can see, the queue. People are busy. So we only count a few things. Some cards they are invalid, so which means maybe they were having the new cards, which they left, then they come with the old one. So they are showing invalid.
The residents told Today on One that the polling stations opened around 8 a.m. and that the Namibian police force officers failed to maintain law and order, adding that the COVID-19 regulations were ignored at the Katatura Central.
Let Muyoro come and solve the problem here, because it is unacceptable that a person must come to a card which is written on Katatura Central and Windhoek. Then if the first people are going in there, then it is showing Katatura East or whatever, or it is showing invalid. How can they give us cards which are invalid?
The starting time was not 7, and some people had came here already at 4. I came here by 8, 20 minutes past 8, and they were not yet started. They only started while I was here, so we can put the time approximately 8:30 that they had started with the voting. And this thing is whole disorganized. People are not queuing up correctly. As you can see, there is only chaos going on here. There is no one to assist elderly. People are fighting. Some people are coming from behind, jumping the lines, yet no one is doing anything about it. Yes, and then there's other people just standing from other parties, bringing confusion amongst the people, whispering in their ears, no, just go vote for me, and then they are putting those elderly in front of the other ones which are already here.
We're having a problem here with the card. The card, they are showing invited, and then our old people who come from Fro in the morning time is told to go back to our other constituency. What the card is showing Katatura Central, the card when it is scanning there, the inside is saying Katatura East. Now they must go to Katatura East to come back again to Katatura East. They say, but your card is registered here to say that Katatura Central. How we can assist you here?
We were here from 6 o'clock, but people that is coming from behind is coming in. So we were trying to inform the police officer. I was so much disappointed. He's telling us we must not allow people to go in, otherwise you are not a coward. How can I tell someone not to come in front of me? It's his duty to do the work. What is that? I'm much disappointed, truly speaking. And why is it only two officers? I'm so disappointed.
The residents are calling on the ECN Chief Electoral Officer Theo Miyoro to come and fix the problems with the cards of the elderly.
Step into a world of play and adventure with our range of toddlers character vests from $39.95, kids character tees from $49.95, and character flip-flops from $44.95. Because we got character only at Ackermans.
Today on One visited the Dagbreek School polling station situated in the Windhoek East constituency to monitor the voting situation for pensioners. On November 25th, 2020, many Namibian citizens who are eligible to vote are taking part in what could be the most popular by-elections since 1992 in terms of voter turnout. Mike Hill, a senior citizen who casted his vote in the Windhoek East constituency, says that he had to wait close to 3 hours in line to cast his vote for the candidate of his choice in the 2020 regional council and local authority elections.
Well, the process was a bit slow to get started. I've been here for 2.5 hours, and some of my friends were here for 3.5 hours. So yeah, the process was a bit slow, especially for older people. And I think that there was a bit more organisation needed to start with. It was finally sorted out, and things got moving. But yeah, there's a lesson to be learned in how to treat older people and get them through quickly. But the process itself, the process of voting, is easy. You just have to prove that you are a registered voter, and they will put some dye on your thumbs. When your thumbs are dyed, you get your 2 voting papers and you vote for the people of your choice. So the process itself is easy, that goes quickly, but getting in there just took a bit too long.
As the Electoral Commission of Namibia returns to the old paper ballot voting system, waiting in line to cast your vote could take much longer compared to the electronic voting system. Today on One spoke to Jessica Muyoro, a polling officer, to find out some of the challenges they may have faced to accommodate pensioners and other voters alike.
So basically in the morning at around 5:30 we received our first voters, which was great. So at 7 o'clock on the dot we opened, and the queue was very long. It's now kind of shortening a little bit, so we have assisted quite a lot of people. So I haven't really had any complaints. We had like one person that came from a different constituency, but we explained to them, and I have been going around the line just to ask if everyone is at the correct places, so that you send everyone early to their voting station. So really no complaints. I had a lot of pensioners, so if we see that the pensioners line is getting a bit shorter, this is getting a bit more, then we change the ratio, maybe 3-2, so we had it under control.
The regional council and local authority elections have often not received as much attention as the presidential and national assembly elections in terms of voter turnout. According to the Institute for Public Policy Research, these elections are vital for Namibia's regional development aspirations, as they are meant to complement the government's decentralization efforts by bringing the government closer to the people.
It's here, with more days and bigger deals. It's the Spar Big Sale. Here for you with everything you need at the prices you want. Like Coup baked beans and tomato sauce for only $8.49, and all gold tomato sauce for just $19.99. 25 to 28 November only. The Spar Big Sale, exclusive to our Spar Rewards customers.
Voters in the Tobias Hainyeko constituency woke up as early as 4 a.m. to queue up to cast their votes for the regional council and local authority elections. Today on One spoke to some voters who expressed their excitement to exercise their right.
It has been a very good and calm atmosphere here at One Nation SOS polling station. Of course, there has been some misconception on, people have been in the sun for a very long time. In fact, I've joined some of the colleagues in the morning, also seeing them coming here at 4 o'clock in the morning. And also just the understanding to say, why is other people given preference to go? So some of these technicalities to our people still need to be given. So, but our option was to stay in the queue and make sure that we we cast our vote after a few people have casted. But of course the rules are the rules and we must obey the rules. And we are saying that it has been a great atmosphere. It has been a challenge for myself, particularly to cast my ballot, because my card at some point they couldn't scan, but it wasn't scanning, but unfortunately they had to do a manual system. But the process in all, it's a satisfactory process. Of course, at some polling stations, it could be the energy from the colleagues and from the ECN, but here I see the energy, I see the zeal on the polling agents as well as political agents. Everybody is keen and wanting to see that real change in a fair and transparent process as we move towards the results.
I'll definitely like to say thank you to all the people that came out in the constituency, and we are waiting for tomorrow and see if the results will come on our side. But we are definitely gonna make it in the Tobias Anyako. Let's see. Thursday I will be in office.
The presiding officer at the Shatotwa B1 polling station in the Tobias Anyako constituency said that they have started on time and received a good turnout of voters.
Officer at the Shatotwa 103, the B side of it, otherwise we call it Ompu, and we started right on time, and the election is smooth so far. The process is going well. We are fortunate to be at Team A and a B, so we're subdividing the voters into two lines.
Voters were very optimistic to vote for the candidate of their choice.
And you could win a buggy too. 10 buggies up for grabs. Okay, owners you can count on.
As the regional and local authority elections kicked off in Namibia, thousands of Namibians made their way to polling stations around the country.
We opened at 7 o'clock and the outcome seems to be great. We have a lot of voters queued up. Yes.
Today on One News earlier visited polling stations around the capital to find out how the voting process is running. Some voters shared their concerns, with most of them complaining about the slow process.
Well, it's difficult to say. I mean, we've been in the line. We can't see in the tent, but they were here at 7, so we presume they started at 7. I see there's a very good turnout. I'm very happy to see there's a big turnout. It's just a little bit frustrating, apparently it seems like they're struggling with the computer system again, like they struggled when we went to register for a card. So, hopefully they can rectify the problem so they can speed it up, because it's quite hot and there's a lot of old people sitting here in the sun, and I don't think it's healthy for the old people to sit in the sun, so hopefully they'll speed up a little bit. We've moved like in 20 meters in 2 hours, so it seems like it's going slow.
It's quite a bit slow because we've been here from 6:30, but everything is going smoothly. It's just that the numbers are a lot and stuff like that, but yeah, it's good so far. For us youth, it's important to put out your view on what you want, and we want to see a difference, we want some change and stuff like that, so that's why we came to vote.
PDM Secretary General, who was also in the queue to vote, showed his appreciation with the voting process, despite it being slow when they first started. He further noted that he is satisfied with the turnout at the polling stations.
The polling station opened at 7. I was here by around 6:30. The process started a bit slow in the morning, but we can see that now they are beginning to be very fast. Maybe they are getting all the process. So yes, we don't have hiccups, especially at this polling station now, and we are just waiting to vote. I have seen some polling station in Windhoek West, Windhoek East, Commersdal, Katutura Central especially. The turnout is very, very good. That's the first regional local authority elections where you could get a very huge turnout of some hundreds of people in the queues for regional local authority elections. So turnout looks good, and I believe that it will also increase by the day.
The voting process started at 7 o'clock in the morning, and polls are scheduled to close at 2100 hours this evening.
My vote is a gateway to opportunities.
My vote is a reflection of my aspiration.
My vote expresses my versatility.
If you are 18 years old and a registered voter, make the first time count. Get to the polls on the 25th November 2020 and vote for the candidate, political party or organization of your choice in the regional council and local authority elections. Make your mark with a cross on the ballot. Do what is right and be part of the decision. Namibia votes.
The voting process at the Nelenge Kindergarten in the Moses Garup constituency started at a snail's pace due to a minor misunderstanding amongst voters who queued up at 2 a.m. and others who only joined at 7 a.m. when voting officially started. The matter was, however, later resolved.
Sy het al lees gemaak gehad, maar ons hoor by die ander mense dat sy gister aan vir die mense gesê het, as jy by my bar bier koop, dan registreer ek vir jou, dan sal ek jou naam gaan roep, laat jy eerste kom. En dieselfde het sy gedoen, wat ons hier so gekom het, hierdie hele mense was so al klaar gewees het, maar sy het aangegaan en die mense van die lees is nou klaar.
We came around 4, but what we found here, there was a rest of people which was already writing the books. No, around 7 o'clock when the polling station start to open, then they start calling those names, some of them. But some of them, they just came from home after 5, 6, some of them they came 7.
Even when ndani ngenda balango dio to kucha pamoja ajoliwa ndakachana anusha shobe hapo nayo kwa kujanale anzengo njimpe okamba pila dishanga madzine nyapa nyamenji nando tamwi shetu shingone kucho omwe mwaleina tantata bo molwao etifupsa kadi opo okashine ndani nganga ho kwikonje to ngenda balamos ishine pona tundeke hapa amandi fatulira banda akakola ina very konji kucho shenda ngito ngulo shipa abatata na very men tabeshudu kone otama kucha menelenge kashina nubza kadi ana jemoke mwacha na buyene bakale ko sei dai bango kakiukabo shasho tushudite upo balele no makuba fa twawete okay ave no bongulabo natwo bali komesha bisho beshitambula kosho abane veke ya ne vile ido 7 na ne 3 obatameke dundakanosho.
Presiding officer at the center noted that apart from other hurdles, verification machines used further slowed down the voting process.
You can see how eager people are out to vote. It has been hectic, but so far it's going great. We have it under control, and yeah, people are still coming, and the queue is still long. So the machines that we are also using, they are a bit slow because we have to go through the voters verification device to look for this certain people. If we cannot find them there, we have to go to the manual. If you cannot find them there, also you go to Elect 27. So it's a process.
Loves to jive. Tafolaga, Namibian like you.
In other leading stories, the UK government officially launched the Trade Forward Southern Africa program across the region to partner countries operating across the Southern African Customs Union and Mozambique. Trade Forward South Africa, an £8.9 million program, is part of the UK Prosperity Fund Global Trade Programme. It connects the business community with the right tools to drive trade across and beyond the region and provides access to trade information, support for businesses to link up to regional and global value chains, and provide training on meeting export requirements. As companies and women-centered firms get support to expand their trade horizons in the region and internationally, there is an opportunity to get on track with economic recovery and at the same time generate wider growth. Charlotte Fenton, Charge d'Affaires at the British High Commission in Windhoek, noted that the TFSA program will assist Namibian businesses to understand the terms of trade under the new Economic Partnership Agreement between the United Kingdom and SACU plus Mozambique, adding that working with the private sector and customs and trade facilitation officers, the agreement aims to ensure that export and import clearance procedures are managed effectively as possible. Wider launch activities are planned in the coming months with the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office and partners in Namibia, Botswana, Eswatini, Lesotho, Mozambique and South Africa. And the German embassy is assisting the non-profit organization Uwana Community Development Project in Warmbad in the Clarens region in setting up a soup kitchen project that will benefit 5 villages in the south of Namibia. A total of just over 57,000 Namibia dollars from the embassy's micro-project fund will serve as an immediate measure to purchase food items in order to set up soup kitchens for people in need for the coming months. The Soup Kitchen project focuses mainly on malnourished children from disadvantaged backgrounds in the Clarens region. As the region remains hard hit by drought, the communities need support to mitigate the additional hardship caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Warmbad kicked off with the first soup kitchen at the beginning of November, which was received very well by the community members. Gabes, Satko, Hope and Ubib will soon follow.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages.
The affirmative repositioning movement has lashed out at the Chief Justice Peter Shivute for not availing himself to receive a petition addressed to the Judicial Service Commission, which demands that the hearings for the appointment of the incumbent Prosecutor General be done in public and not in secrecy. Fisher Kalipa says it's good to follow political landscapes. Josiah says the AR's cause is genuine and that the appointment of the Prosecutor General is the key to the fish rot case. Eileen questioned why some criminals are treated differently than others. While Egidius is saying that the AR activists are the leaders of tomorrow.
And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on to DN1.
The more pretty dresses, the merrier. It's the season to sparkle in character dresses for girls, only $99.99. And for baby girls, just $69.99. Why pay more this Christmas? Get more in store this festive. Life's better with Pep.
For as little as 20 Namibian dollars per month, you can get a funeral cover from Sanlam with claims that get paid out within 7 hours. To get a quote or for more information, simply SMS your name, town, and contact number to 555 for a callback. No obligations. T's and C's and standard SMS rates apply.
Alelele mama, mama la la lelele. Oh, shake it for Africa, yeah, do it for Africa. Mama mama lelele, oh lelele mama, oh shake it for Africa. Oh, you rise up and stand up for Africa.
See the whole world be looking at us, yeah, 'cause our land is honey, all the future money, and see now, see I get you, no, I see Lali. Sandy Mali, they want it, yo, they need it, we have it, yes, let the world come and taste this beautiful land, they want it, oh, they need it, yeah, we have it, let the world come and taste this beautiful land now.
Sisters and your brothers and your friends, let's get together, let's hold hands and let us dance. Let's unite and give ourselves another chance. I see the walk out for road, you will see many things, everything the apple people in jolly. Oh yeah, now let Africa be good. And in the sun or the rain or the street and the train, we still they get together because let Africa be good. Oh, Nelson Mandela, Lupita Nyong'o, Desmond Tutu, African migrants. Oh, Barack Obama, Kwame Nkrumah, all my freedom fighters.
You know what time it is? Let's go, come on. Africa stand up, everybody move, make a see your hands up. We came a long way, so now we can't stop. Free for life, we're taking off the handcuffs. We came to spread love through the sea breeze. Natural, Mama Africa, we need peace. Home sweet home, everybody will feel free. Check my people and check the beauty. Me and my duty, we're trying to make it a better place for us. And I believe it's gonna happen in God we trust. Straight from the bottom all the way up to top. I prophesy, it shall come to pass. Amen. From dust to grass, from grass to grace. But it's left to us to make it happen on a daily basis. Back to back, Africa stand for peace. Let's face the fact.
Asante nyerere baba, tunajivunia upendo wetu na